Welcome to Be Bold. My name is Crystal Jean. Now, up next, we have someone special, an award-winning producer, director, actor, Pascal Aka. Let's take a look at him.
Will make as soon as you die.
Say, how about we discuss this in person now? What do you think?
Hold on a second, my other line. All right, Randy, how much time do you need? Randy? How much time do you need?
Just give me the word and I'm ready.
All right, okay. Hello, earthquake.
No, you listen! You picked the wrong guy, you picked the wrong day. Okay, you got that? See, I'm coming for your ass. And you better take hurricane and hell with you too. Because I run this city. I run this.
Okay, Randy, take the shot. The body there to protect you. Never say that I never look out for you, kid. If you want to meet the man who killed your brother, I suggest you head to your office right now. He's on his way there. How about you go over there and give him a tour? May the best man win.
Pascal, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
So tell me about yourself.
Okay, I was born in Ivory Coast and I was raised here in Ghana. I came here when I was 5 years old, and from then on I went to a French school for 6 years and then GIS for another 6 years. Art has been my life since I was 4 years old. I just love, from acting, writing, making music and all that stuff. But filmmaking is something I always wanted to do since I was 4. So after when I left GIS 2002, went to Canada to study at Carleton University.
Ooh, that's where I know you from. Same school.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was in a film studies program, and while I was there, I started my first film, and the rest is history, absolutely. Pretty much.
And I remember when we were, both in university, how we started, covering the gala and covering, what was it, NEPA, some parties and stuff. That's when you were younger. So now, what's happened since then?
Well, I would say that, as you grow in your craft, you start to change, and your craft start to change with you, with the success that you begin to have and the lessons that you learn. What has happened is like a couple more awards, I guess. My second feature movie ended up being completed, Evil, which was completed about 6-7 months ago, and had a California premiere, and that was a big success there. Sold out premiere over there, and we won an award for the Audience Choice Award.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had 5 nominations too, so that was very, very...
That's for Evil.
Yeah, that's for Evil.
Right, but let's rewind a little bit back when you were 21.
Yeah.
You won, you had a movie, Jamie and Eddie, Souls of Strife, and you also won some awards for this one.
So we won we won the Best Action Sequence Award, and we're nominated for Best Foreign Film as well. And which was a big surprise to us, and because we competed.
Why were you surprised?
Because we compete with multi-million-dollar movies over there. You know what I mean? And we work with a very great team of talented, trained. I like to call them professional amateurs. They're not at that time. They weren't being in the industry, but they had the expertise to be in the industry. So we all got together and we produced a product together, and we ended up competing with the actual professionals who get paid millions of dollars to do it. And then we end up, getting the award instead of them. So that's really big, right there. That's really big.
Yeah.
And
all of this, you learned this in Canada, or most of it. How did you come to even this passion of like doing filmmaking and directing and acting?
Okay, it all begins with a passion. Just as it all begins with something that you love to do, and once you love it, you chase it, and and you go for it, and boom, it explodes. No matter what stops you on your way, you just gotta keep going and break all the obstacles and get to your destination. So I studied at university, but afterwards, you just gotta go out there and just actually do it. Like my friend Frank Debe said, you just have to try. Go ahead and actually do it, not just dream about it and talk about it. You have to be bold, so to speak.
Yeah, and just like, you started with all these small sort of just events and stuff, and now you were competing with all these multinational, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Now, you're back in Ghana, and I'm sure you know a lot about the film industry here. What is your take on things?
My take on this, as I grew up, I did what I could not to pay attention to the Ghanaian industry. I'm not trying to put down anyone or any productions here, but it's just that, as a Ghanaian, as an African, you need to think outside the box. And as people in our generation, Crystal, like we all got educated elsewhere, and I see people from my generation bringing their expertise back home. So it's not just, it's all about breaking outside the norm of the African mentality and the African quality, and just keep the culture there, but just expand it to something bigger in order to gain multinational attention. So I see the industry growing, but it's all a matter of more people coming back in and more people, trying to think outside the box and keep moving to the next level. Next level, that's pretty much what it's all about right now.
Now, you're praised for a lot of things, your editing style, your camera works, but I think one thing that really stands out from what I know you've been praised about is your unselfish leadership skills. How has that helped you to get to where you are?
What my team say all the time, like from their testimonials, is that I am all over the place. I'm not the kind of director that will just sit down in a chair with a monitor and watch everybody do things. If I see something wrong, I'll just go out there and talk to the person. I'm not going to speak to one person to tell them something. It's a family environment. You know what I mean? You can spend multi-million dollars on a production, and by the end of the day, like the teamwork, the family environment, the collective passion in the production, you cannot put a price on that, and the audience will definitely see that at the end of the day. So what my father, God rest his soul, what he always taught me is that there are great leaders and there are leaders. What makes a leader great is humility. That's what he always told me. You always have to be humble. You always have to be on the same level as each and every one of your team. That's pretty much it.
Now, you're just talking about humility. I don't think people really understand the kind of movies that we're talking about, the movies that you produce. So I just want to take a moment and let's just show some parts of your movie, Evil.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at it.
Bullet at a time.
If this is shit, I'm about to
In this world, you're only going to find two kinds of people. Those who try to play God, and those who try to play Satan. Makes no difference to me.
Wow, all that action. Like, how do you even go about creating such a movie?
See, this is what I was talking about. Over there, you have a pool of people who are trained professionals at what they do, but not necessarily in the industry. So as a result of all the work that we've done together, myself and my team, the stunt guys and the guys who are working with me with the camera, as a result of this, a lot of us work in the industry right now. As a result of all the success that we had from this small production we did together. We have the lead actor who's now working as a stuntman in multi-million-dollar movies, like $200 million movies there. And we have a couple more guys working in the industry as well. One of my best friends who's works with me with the camera is now in the Chinese industry in China, working on $7 million movies. And it's amazing. You know, once you're passionate about something, it actually shows in the final product, and people respect you for that. And you know, that great success comes out of it no matter what. Just have to
now,
keep
what are
going.
some of the costs involved in doing movies? And I'm sure like labor costs a lot, obviously, in Canada and stuff. So how, you know, the cost of putting everything together? Yeah,
there's labor costs, there's equipment costs, and definitely also the cost of your social life. That's a big one right there. You know what I mean? It's not a 9 to 5, but if you work to the point where like it becomes a part of you, it becomes you, then people actually see you as a professional at the end of the day. And later on, once you see it and you act it, you become it. You know, like people, Hitler's, I don't mean to, you know, be inspired by Hitler, but one of Hitler's people actually said is that when you tell a lie many times, it becomes the truth. You know, so it's not really a lie if it's something positive and you believe it. You don't actually see it, but once you believe it and you keep living it, it becomes real. It's actually what chasing your dreams is all about. So financially, you know, I can say it's a $500,000 production. I can say $6,000. By the end of the day, you know, like you're not put the price. Yeah, you can't put the price on passion that is in the movie. It's worth. Can't put a price on it. Pretty much it. So we must take advantage of that.
So you're from Ivory Coast?
Yeah, I was born in Ivory Coast. I have a Ivorian passport, but this is where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was always in multinational, international environments, all my schools and everything. So we just have to help each other out in the industries and help the country grow even further. Absolutely.
Now, you also do other stuff apart from just movies, right? Or what do you do other things?
Well, before the movies, I want to give a shout out to some of the people who knew me as Colossus before. Some people in the music industry knew me from years back when I was rapping and.
You used to rap.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, when I started, it's all about, you know, what is this rapper trying to make movies? But now, if I get back to music, it's all about what is this movie director trying to rap again? But anyways, before that, I was rapping, and when I was a teenager and young adult, as Colossus. A lot of the Ghanaian people in the Ghanaian industry know me as Colossus. And
wow.
And so yeah, I'm making movies now, but in the movies that I've done, I always compose the music. I was the one composing the background music that you hear.
As well.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is some very fun work that I'm very passionate about as well. And the acting, oh my God. You know, I want to give a shout out to all my drama teachers in the GIS. Yeah, acting is something that I always wanted to do. I always work hard at it and practice my craft all the time. As I grew up, I told my father and my mother that I want to become an actor. But it was my father that told me that use my education to pursue directing, because he told me that's where the money is and stuff like that, right? So, so yeah, I'm passionate about each and every one of those things, but directing is the center of my entire craft.
So as you're acting, you're directing yourself and directing everyone around you. So much action. Wow.
But, you know, it's actually part of the humility. If people don't see it that way, it's actually what it is. I like to be part of around the same level as each and every one of my crew members as well.
Well, thank you very much, Pascal.
Thank you so much
for being
to see you
on
again,
here.
Crystal.
All right, you've seen it for yourself, his new movie, Evil, which you will be seeing in the Silverbird Cinema if you do have time to go watch it more in detail. Thank you, and let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment.